You guys, we have found a variety coffee roasters downtown, and I am insanely excited about it, to say the least. So good, so good, so good. This is a vanilla latte. I think there are only 2 locations of variety coffee roasters in New York City, to my knowledge. Well, I also just found out about this one a few days ago, so I probably don't know that much. But Urban Backyard in Soho also carries the variety coffee roaster beans. They make their coffee with these, and it's probably why that was my most favorite coffee shop. So this is 10 out of 10. We have Suited, which is 10 out of 10. There's just a lot of different places I can go to. Welcome back to another vlog episode, you guys. I hope you're all doing very well and enjoying the fall months. It has dropped significantly in temperature here since I was away for about 2 weeks. And we're just gonna do a fun little couple days in my life. I don't think I'm gonna start packing in this vlog yet because I feel like I have a lot to update you guys on. And the first thing's going to be my makeup routine. So I'm gonna update you guys and just like we're gonna chat through some of the products that I incorporated, things that I'm changing, and just sip our coffees and have a nice little chill start to this vlog. So my sweater is from H&M. This is one of their like wool or cashmere blend sweaters, and I got this in a large. I have been living in this because we have finally turned off the air conditioning in the apartment, and it's honestly feeling great to not have the air pop on every 10 minutes ish from when it was really hot out. And I think we're also going to be saving on our energy bill, which is great. So yeah, anyway, that's my outfit in addition to some leggings and my $20 slippers that I tell you guys about every single chance that I get. So I'm gonna link everything for you guys. But how are we all doing? It's been a while, and this happens to me a lot where when I'm not vlogging for a while, I all of a sudden just start like going ham with the vlogs, which I don't know when the last time I used the word or the term ham. So strike that from the record. But yeah, I'm just going at it with the vlogs these days. And, you know, I hope you guys don't mind. So we started off with the Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base. I used to not care about products like this because I don't really wear foundation, but I honestly just like having this on my skin in general. And I'm not using foundation today because we're not doing any like shooting makeup. So I just like putting it on my skin, and it also smells incredible. So then we're gonna go on to just our normal concealer. You guys have seen me use this a billion times, and I also freshly cleaned my beauty blender, which I'm kind of proud about because I don't do that as often as I should, which is not really something I should be sharing with people. Okay, so while my concealer sets, we're gonna put on the Glossier Brow Gel. This is honestly a really, really great product that I found, and one that I will definitely buy again, which is kind of rare for me. And the great thing about this is that you don't have to be precise. You can just kind of brush it through, and it gives your brow a little bit of color and structure without, you know, having to put too much thought or effort into it. Which is essential when we're doing a little 5-minute makeup routine. So I also just forgot that I wanted to do my hair before I did my makeup to get it out of my face, but I guess we'll just continue on with the makeup. So I'm back in New York City, and I'm so excited to be in my apartment and to be organizing things because it was a state when I got back. There were packages everywhere. I know I did unboxings with you guys the other day, but I did have to go back to New Jersey for Monday and Tuesday, and now it's Wednesday. And my boss has graciously given us all the rest of the week to work from home. I am currently on my lunch break, and we're working from home because we leave for a trip in about 3 days. And because we've been away from our respective homes for, I don't even know, like 2.5 weeks, I guess, he's like giving us the time to be able to be at home and not commute and just get some things together before we have to leave. So did I do anything else? No, we just did concealer. So now the change in my routine, I usually have the Rose Ink blush in the shade Camellia. This I wear all year round, without a doubt. However, the shade Azalea, which is the one I'm going to be using today, is something that I like to incorporate during the winter and fall months, just because I feel like it's this nice really rich color. It's a little bit more pigmented. Sorry for the dirty pan here, but that's what happens when I use a brush, which I don't know why I would have done that. I use my beauty blender all the time now for this product. It's just a nice cream product, you know, doesn't look powdery or cakey, which I love. These blushes are my favorite, and look at that. So easy to apply. So I'll just dab it onto my cheeks. And you can see that it's a little bit more of like a rosy flush as opposed to like a light pink kind of vibe. So I don't know why I've been using the word vibe so much. I think I'm just still recovering from all of the exhaustion and like physical activity that I've had to do over the past couple of weeks. But yeah, so we just get a nice rosy glow. It's also a product that is really like quick to apply, which I guess that's a theme with everything that I've been using. But this is what it looks like. Really nice and pretty. And again, like I said, it's not cakey or powdery, which I love. And then we're gonna move on to powder. I started doing my powder. This is another change. I started doing my powder after I do my blush because I think that it gives a little bit more of a seamless look. So this is the Ilia powder. You guys will notice that this is a new product. I used to use the Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm not gonna lie, it felt a little bit cakey to me, and I wanted to go back to like a loose, translucent. Oh, my battery's flashing. I hope I have a new one charged. Okay, sorry about that. Battery has been changed, and we were talking about translucent setting powder. So I got this one from Ilia. My sister's tried it, and she got a recommendation from somebody else. So I went with this one, and I'm obsessed with it. And I really love how fine the powder is. It's, you know, a white talky kind of color, but the little particles are so tiny, and I feel like that's what's making a flawless finish. In addition to, and I'm just opening a fresh one now, so perfect timing, I got these little puffers off of Revolve. So I placed an order on Revolve maybe like a month and a half ago, and I never told you guys about it because I just started using everything that day. And one of them was the Ilia powder, and then I also got these little face puffers because I wanted to try this as opposed to my brush, because I feel like my brush picks up a lot of product, and I wanted to kind of, you know, maybe see if that was the problem with the setting powder. So I used one of these little puffs. 3 of them come in a pack, and they're super affordable. And then they're shaped in a triangle, so you can kind of just dab it exactly where you need it. And I normally go under my eyes and then in the center. That's what it looks like. Flawless finish. I feel like you can't even see the fact that I put on powder, but we're just mattified and we're blurred, and that's exactly what I need my powder to do. So I'm gonna link, so I highly recommend this. I love it more than the Charlotte Tilbury one. No shade to Charlotte Tilbury because I use so many of their products, and I'm going to use one in a little bit. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is my mascara, which I'm not gonna do on camera because no one likes to watch that. Okay, I feel like I did this eye better than this eye, but this is the Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal. It's a fail-safe for me, and I will always use it as long as they don't discontinue it, which I shouldn't even say that out loud because we don't want to even talk about it. So then let's move on to lips, because this is everything for the face, and I feel like that hasn't been a lot. But speaking of the Charlotte Tilbury products that I was mentioning before, we have the iconic nude lip liner. I love this. It's basically Pillow Talk, but with a little bit more of a nude undertone as opposed to a pink undertone, and it complements the lipstick really well. You guys, I literally have a mustache, and I didn't even realize it until I was filling in the corners of my lips. But I have this little dermaplaning razor thing, and I usually just use this all over my face, and I'll do my lip at the same time. If you guys need like a quick 5-second hack, but it's like so apparent, and you know, to each their own, but this is not my vibe. And then on top of that, we're gonna do the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. Look how close we are to finishing this. That's crazy. I've never finished a lipstick in my life. But ever since I started wearing it for shoots, because I feel like it just makes such a difference to the makeup, especially when you're shooting, I have just ran right through this. And I'm sorry, I feel like I put lipstick on so weird. I have another tube that I'm gonna use after this, so, you know. So I have no fears of running out, and we are just generously applying. And then on top of that, I'm just gonna dab a little bit of the Fussy Gloss by Fenty Beauty, just so that it's not as matte, but I literally put the smallest amount. And that's it for makeup. Then we're gonna move on to hair, because I don't want to keep you guys here too long just on a get ready with me, but I saw the video of how Sofia Richie does her slicked bun, and I was happy to say that I was doing that already, which, you know, it was just like, I'm not bragging, it was just like validation that the way that she's doing it was the way that I was doing it. And I also just think like everything that she does is so refined and like, you know, minimal, that of course I have to make sure that I'm doing my hair the same way that she is too. The only thing I don't do though is like use a million hair ties, because I feel like my bun would get too big. But I do keep the pieces out in the front so that we have a part here. And then I'll pull all of the hair back with my little Conair brush. This is like 10 bucks. So, I mean, I keep saying I'm gonna link this for you guys, but just rest assured I'm gonna link all of these products. And then instead, and I should have done this first because that's what I normally do, but instead of doing a like slick back product, we're gonna use a hair mask. And this is the Redken Acidic Bonding Concentrate. It's just like a little leave-in conditioner mask. And I'm gonna put this kind of like in the front of my hairs where my flyaways normally come out. And it's like, why did I not do this before? This is genius. So thanks, Vanessa, if you're watching this, for saying that you've been using hair masks instead of product. I'm sorry, like, imagine if I were to go out in public like this. So once we have the hair mask in and we have the whole ponytail like kind of in the place I want it, then I will take the top part and just brush it back inside of the brush. And then I'll do the same thing toward the bottom. Make sure that these little ones around my ear are back. And then we do the same thing on the other side. And you also want to just make sure that if your bun is here, that you're not combing too far down or you're not combing straight back. We're just gonna, yeah, okay, I feel like that's pretty good. I mean, I'm doing this in the viewfinder, so I actually don't know if it looks decent, but from here it does. And I'm just gonna be doing cutaways for my Zara haul today. That's the only thing I have on schedule for lunchtime, because I feel like I overwhelm myself a little bit and try to put like so many things on my schedule, and I end up getting like 2 things done, and then I feel like, not crap about it, but I feel like I didn't do much and I don't feel as productive. But it's actually unrealistic to get all of these things that I need to do for my side hustle done in an hour. So I just dedicate a couple of tasks, and then the rest of it can be done after work, because I have a bunch of free time, especially since I'm working from home and don't have to commute back. So I didn't explain the second part of the bun, but I just twirl it and then I go in a circle. Worst explanation ever, but this is the makeup look. Took a really long time because I was explaining to you guys, but it really takes me 5 minutes. And the only difference that I would do, and the only difference for my shooting makeup, is that I would put on the YSL Bare Tint. This is like a tinted moisturizer. I love this product. It's like a replacement from my Charlotte Tilbury product that I ran out of, and the name is escaping me. But it's really lightweight, and I basically just dot it all over my face and take the beauty blender and just go around and then down my neck, and it has a really nice color to it. I wear the shade 12 and U12. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna link all of these things for you guys. I also wanted to just mention too that I have like breakouts here and there, and basically I was in a warehouse for the past 2 weeks and it was dusty and dirty, and I feel like my skin hated that. So I'm trying to get like really good back on my skincare schedule. I brought like 1 serum home, but if you guys like notice those small things, that's just because I've been in like a pretty dirty environment and my skin kind of absorbed that. So we're just dealing with some breakouts. I feel like every morning I was waking up with a new whitehead, so hopefully that goes down, because I don't know. I am definitely a popper, and it's not good for your skin to pop your pimples. So we just need them to go away. So I'm just gonna be drinking a ton of water today and like trying to do that in general. So anyway, I am going to get the camera ready to film my cutaways now. All of the clothes are in a nice little neat pile, so I know what I have to shoot. And then what was the other thing I have to do during lunch? Oh, I am working on a partnership with my friend's brand, and I'm so excited about it. I put some outfits together, and we're gonna do a shoot over the next couple of weeks, and I have to get over my selects to them. So I'm really excited about that. I started creating like a Canva document, which I never do for like any other selects. Okay, now this battery's flashing too, so we're just gonna have to charge this up. But those are the two things I'm gonna do during lunch, and then I'm actually gonna eat lunch, and then we're gonna work for the rest of the afternoon. So the dishwasher is on, and it is super loud, so I'm hoping you guys can't really hear it too much. But I just did the cutaways for the H&M and Zara haul, and I have this dress on that I was very pleasantly surprised about, so I wanted to just mention it on the vlog too. But it is a little gray turtleneck number. This collar is so comfortable because they actually do a little cutout in the back here so that it's not like too constricting, and I just feel like that's so much more comfortable than having like a full-on turtleneck. And usually my hair is down when I wear stuff like this anyway, but even if you have it up in a bun, I feel like it's cute too. And then I put on my Sam Edelman boots with this. Let me see if you guys can see a little bit better if I do this. So I'm also wearing leggings underneath this right now because I didn't feel like taking them off, so if it's clinging, that's why. Hopefully there's no mess showing, but I put on my Sam Edelman boots with it, and I think it's really cute because, well, normally I wouldn't be wearing leggings. So imagine I'm not wearing leggings because I feel like that doesn't look great, but I love the way that if you wear a dress like this and it has a slit up the side, you can see your tall boot. So this is what it looks like full length. I did have a belt around it too, but I just took it off so that I could show you guys the natural shape of it. But I think it's really cute, and I love it with the boots, and really hard for me to show you. But anyway, we have the second half of the workday to get through, and I got both of my tasks done that I had to do during lunchtime, so I'm happy about that. I have made lunch, also put on the dishwasher and washed all of the dishes, and it ended up being a really pretty day out. So the apartment is super light and it's a very nice work from home day. So I am gonna finish off with work for the day, and then later I keep thinking that I have Trumbull today, but that's tomorrow. So today I have a Vivrel event with Avery. I'm going as her +1, and it's that bag that I rent once a month from them, and you can basically rent handbags through them. So I'm gonna go to that later, and then my boyfriend gets home from a trip later tonight, so I'll just be spending time with him. But I will show you guys what I'm planning on wearing to the event later, and also, I don't know, like outfit ideas probably for tomorrow because we are shooting on the Upper East Side. I'm so excited because I haven't really been shooting much over the past 2 weeks, and I really missed it. So I'm gonna put all those outfits together. I already started jotting down some ideas this morning, and I'm gonna try and get a couple of the pieces together. It's also going to be 37 degrees tomorrow morning when we're shooting, and I feel like my body and my brain don't remember how cold it used to be in the morning, and I'm like fully trying to shoot blazers and stuff still for fall, but we're in November now, so if we started to do the coats, I feel like that would not be too far off. So I will let you guys know what I'm thinking for that, just to give you a little bit of fall / getting really cold outfit inspo. Okay, the dishwasher is still going, but we have just finished my beloved pumpkin candle from Archipelage, you know, whatever this name is, and it finished earlier when I was working, so I'm going to switch over to the spice one from this brand. But I absolutely loved this, and I think it's perfect timing that it ended on November 1st, because then we can get the spice one out, and it's exactly what I planned for. This was going to be the October scent, and then the spice one that's a little bit more generic and not as like October-y will hold us through until Thanksgiving for the next few weeks, and then we'll start with the Christmas scents, which I'm so overly excited about. And we have this entire cabinet here that is filled with candles, and most of them are Christmas candles, so we're stocked and ready to go. Hello guys, happy Thursday. I forgot to bring my vlogging camera to the Upper East Side this morning because I went to meet Hathel, Avery, and Sammy to shoot. And so I'm just picking up the camera. It's actually the afternoon now, so I'm just picking up the camera now. I'm putting on some hand cream because my hands are ashy from washing them so much over the past 2 weeks. This is a donkey milk one from Greece. They have the best hand creams ever, and the donkey milk flavor or scent is my favorite of all time. For any of my Greek following, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I have been working all morning and getting a huge chunk of stuff done again because I leave for my trip on Saturday and I won't really be able to tend to my emails. So my plan is to only have emails from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to answer when I'm back. So we're on a good track with that. I had a hot coffee this morning. First of all, let me just tell you guys that we were going to Bel Ami Cafe, and it's a French kind of establishment. And there's one that's called Bel Ami Cafe, and there's one called Bel Ami. And I was the only person out of the group that went to Bel Ami Cafe instead of just the plain regular, like, I don't want to call it a flagship, but it's like the main location. So I was sitting there, I was 10 minutes early, I was eating a croissant, and I was like, okay guys, I'm here, and they're like, we don't see you. And then I ended up having to walk 10 minutes away, but I got a hot coffee. I ended up making it iced because by the time I got back, it was not even lukewarm, it was like cold because it was freezing out this morning. It was 37 degrees. And I figured it's probably easier for me to just throw ice cubes into it instead of just heating it up repeatedly, but it is a little bit chilly in the apartment today, and I refuse to turn on the heat because I just don't want to do that, and I don't want to pay for it until we absolutely have to. So I'm bundled up in my olive green waffle blanket from Pottery Barn, and then I also have on this little cable knit full zip, which is the coziest thing to work from home, but I still feel like I'm dressed up a little bit. But yeah, iced coffee is not the move. Anyway, my sister is actually going to be here for my lunch break today. She had some returns to do in the city, and so she's going to pop by and say hello. The main part of the apartment, like the living room and kitchen, everything is clean. Our bedroom is not. I have to put laundry away and clean up some clothes that I left out, but we're just gonna probably stay in the common areas. But I actually have something that I was contemplating on sharing because I know sometimes these things can seem a little bit like braggy or uncalled for or like nobody asked type of situation, but I do have a little bit of an unboxing. I was not very well behaved and picked up a handbag and some sunglasses from Saint Laurent, and I wanted to just show you guys what I got because you're gonna see them. And I feel like usually when I start wearing like new bags, people are like, wait a second, you didn't even tell us about that. And I think it's just because I'm afraid that people are gonna think that I'm like being braggy or whatever the case may be, but I am someone who loves luxury fashion. I put a lot of value into the craftsmanship, and it's based on my background in my career in luxury fashion, and that's why I am the way that I am. So yeah, I just like the stuff, I admire it, and that's the reason why I show you guys these things. It's not to kind of like just show off things that I have. So anyway, we have a sunset bag here, and I'm just gonna pull the tag off because I haven't worn it yet. But this is not a sunset, by the way. This is a Solferino. Already getting my models mixed up. But I saw this color, and it is like a taupey gray color, and I see Chloe Jade wearing this tone. She has a puzzle bag in this tone from Loewe, and I'm always obsessed with it. I see it on her, and I'm like, I would love to have something that color. And I saw this and thought that it was the perfect kind of shade for me. I wear a lot of black outfits. I wear a lot of like cream tones now that I have cream tones to wear in my wardrobe, and I feel like it just looks so nice with, you know, creams, blacks, maybe even like brown tones. I think it would look really nice because it has this sort of like taupey undertone to it. But antique gold hardware, it has a long strap. The closure is the one thing that I actually kind of like, and I'm sure it's not for everybody, but the way that you open it is that you just push the L down and then it opens, and I kind of feel like, I don't know, I think that's just a really cool closure to have on a bag. And then the inside of it actually fits a good amount. I can fit my sunglasses, a wallet, and my phone, lipstick, all that kind of stuff. And then it has this front pocket that you could put like smaller things into. Usually I put like my card holder in there. And then there's a back pocket as well if you don't even want to bring a card holder. But I love the size of this bag. It's really good for running errands. It's good for dinners. You can shorten the strap. So my olive green one that I have, I wore it to dinner a couple weeks ago, and I shortened this strap all the way up to this loophole here, and it kind of created a shoulder bag that hung like right under my elbow here, and it looked really chic and it looked a little bit more dressed up. So I love that you can wear this as a casual bag, but you could also wear it for a night out, and the size is also convertible to both of those occasions. So that's the reason why I picked this one up. You can kind of see the color a little bit better now that the sun is not playing games with me. So yeah, that's the Solferino. I will link it if that color is still available. And then the other purchase that I made was a pair of sunglasses, and I wore these today for the third time since I got them last week. And I honestly don't even know the name of these, so that's really embarrassing. I am putting my stuff all over my keyboard and it's just typing this entire time. So I got these sunglasses and I loved this sort of like old money, kind of like glamour look to them. They do have the logo on the side here. It's a little bit bigger than what I'm used to, but it's not so much like if anyone's ever seen the Blaze sunglasses, that is like super oversized and the logo is huge. Whereas these are kind of a really good in between. And Sammy has a similar pair to this, and we were saying that we love that they look a little bit cat-eyed, but they have the rounded detail toward the bottom and they don't go to like a full point. So it kind of gets cut off here, which I think frames the face really well. And I like that they have the little gold accent, but you can't necessarily see it unless you're close up to me. So in photos, I feel like it looks really cool, but I really love the shape. I've been loving black sunglasses recently. I do love like tortoise and all of that kind of stuff, but I thought that these looked really cool and I'm so excited to wear them, like more than I already have been. But you guys know that I am a sunglasses girl through and through. I love my designer sunglasses, but I also love my ones that I have from Bay, which are I think they're like $80 and below, all of the styles that they have on their website. And they are also like super high quality and they have some really beautiful styles too. So I am someone who thinks that they're a really good detail to add to an outfit, and I get a lot of use out of them, even in the winter time. So I just figured, you know, we already wear sunglasses a lot, so why not pick up another pair? That is like so not a reason to buy designer sunglasses. And I'm actually going to ask Sammy for the link to her sunglasses so that if you're interested in this shape, you can get the dupe for them. And yeah, so those are my unboxings. My sister's gonna be here in a little bit, so I'm gonna finish my coffee and maybe pick up a few other things around in the living room so that the space is nice and clean. I already have the spice candle lit on the coffee table so that it stops smelling like bacon in here, because I just came home and had this weird like impulse to make myself a gourmet breakfast. So I was literally frying bacon and making a bacon, egg, and cheese this morning. And so it stinks in here, and it was also really foggy, and I put the air vent thing on for a little while. So hopefully that helped the smell / smoke situation. But I just brought things into the recycling room and came back and it fully just smells like, I don't know, a bagel shop in here. So yeah, Vanessa's gonna be here in a little bit. I'm going to spend time with her and eat with her during lunch. Hopefully she'll take some of the things that I need to sell because it's a lot, and I know that she needs some extra pieces in her capsule wardrobe. So we'll see if she ends up taking anything. But that is the plan for my lunch break. I think I have one thing on my to-do list. I was telling you guys I'm trying to not do this super long to-do list for my lunch break because I never end up getting it done, but I think I just have one thing written down. Yep. So I will try to do that while we chat and catch up. It's a little bit later since I last spoke to you guys, and my sister just left. We had a nice little lunch catching up with each other. She tried on some of my clothes. She was able to take some of my clothes, which I'm so thankful for because that means I don't have to list them on Poshmark. And yeah, it was great. So she just left, and before I start work for the afternoon, I did want to show you guys the housewarming gift that her and her boyfriend got us, which I was gonna wait until Polly gets home to open it, but she needed to know whether or not she was gonna have to return it because she said that it looks different than it did online. And I ended up loving it. So I already know what it is. I feel like that's why I can let you guys know what it is before he gets home. I can get the styrofoam out. This cardboard smells kind of funny, but it's from CB2, and we have a beautiful, like echoing inside, piece of stoneware. This is a wine cooler. However, if you guys know me, I will probably use this as a vase to put like faux flowers into. I really want to put an arrangement on the entryway table when you first walk, or entryway dresser, if I'm being honest, when you first walk in. And I was looking for a vase for it, and I wanted to do something that was marble and that was darker. And I actually saw this one, and my sister and I had talked about how we loved this, and she knew that I didn't have it yet. So that was just a very nice and thoughtful gift. So I'm really grateful for her and for this lovely gift that she gave us. So it's from CB2, as I mentioned, and it's gonna go perfectly with my CB2 vase. But I really love the colors in it. I like that it's a darker marble because the only other marble we have is the coasters and then this revolver that I have on the kitchen table. And so I like that this is gonna be kind of on theme, but different, which I kind of like, especially since we have like different tones of wood in here. I am very happy to add in some more tones of marble, which now I'm thinking about it, I do have a gray marble tray on the dresser in the bedroom, so I feel like this just is a really good accessory to tie in the decor through the entire apartment. But I don't know if you guys can see, but in the background we have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone that's about to start, and I feel like an actual crazy person because I love watching them around Halloween, but then I also love watching them around Christmas time for some reason. They just feel really cozy, even though parts of it are, I don't know, I think some parts are scary. Not anymore because I've seen them so many times and I probably know like all of the lines by now, but I just love watching them over like Christmas time and when the weather starts getting colder, and it's so chilly out today that I just kind of want to watch Harry Potter. Mind you, I just finished Deathly Hallows Part 2 on Sunday. So we're already starting it from the beginning again, but I think I fell asleep for a majority of the Sorcerer's Stone. So anyway, I'm gonna watch Harry Potter, and I think I'm also going to end this vlog off here because tomorrow we're gonna have a full day, and I don't want this vlog to be like an hour and a half long because we have a morning shoot in the West Village with Steph Roca, who I have not seen in a long time, and I'm so excited. And I think Avery and Hathel are gonna go. Sammy can't come because she has a work trip, but we're gonna shoot in the West Village, and then I have my packing vlog for Venice, which I already started pulling things to take with me. And I'm also just realizing now that I didn't show you guys outfit inspiration like I said I was going to. So I will include that in the next vlog with all of the packing, and then if I can show you guys my outfits that I'm gonna shoot in the morning when I get back before I start work for the day, then I will do that as well. So stay tuned for all the outfit inspo. I also need to edit my Zara haul and get that up for you guys, and yeah, so lots to do. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe. I'm so happy to have every single one of you, and you know, I just feel really grateful to have this whole other part of my life that I get to share with you guys. And just, you know, we're chugging along in the day-to-day life in New York City, and I feel like I'm gonna love watching this back when I'm, you know, older in my 30s and I have kids and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. That just got really deep. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I hope you guys are all doing really well and enjoying the fall season and staying warm. But I love you all, and I hope to see you in my next video.